What's up, minifigs? Today we're going to be looking at set number 75387, Boarding the Tantive 4. It has 502 pieces, 7 minifigures, and released back in March of 2024 with a retail price of $55. Let's go ahead and start with our minifigures. These are our Rebel Fleet Troopers. There are 2 of them included in the set. They are completely identical, right down to the face printing. The one on the left shows a more happy expression, while the one on the right shows an angry one. Next, we have Captain Antilles. He's got some fantastic printing, some nice silver on the vest and the belt, and it is a great figure. He's got 2 facial expressions, a scared one and more of a happy one. It's very nice to get this guy in the set. You have 2 stormtroopers for the Empire side. They are completely identical, once again, but that's exactly what you'd expect from stormtroopers. Some very nice printing and the helmet molds that people are not very much fans of. They do have different heads and different facial expressions, which makes sense. Our next minifigure for the Empire is Darth Vader. You would expect Darth Vader in a set like this. He's got some fantastic silver printing. This is the Darth Vader we've been getting for a few years now, with some nice silver details on the torso and the arms. The helmet can be removed, and he's got just an angry expression. And on the back, he just has some scarring there. He has a soft cape, and there is the back printing on the figure. Our last minifigure is our most controversial minifigure in the set. This is ARC Trooper 5s from the Clone Wars TV show. He has a brick-built backpack, 2 blasters, and a little antenna attachment. And the printing on the arms and the torso are fantastic. I feel like they're pretty accurate and they look decently nice. The legs are where it gets controversial because he was not given any sort of leg cloth around the legs, which a lot of people were expecting or hoping for. I think it looks okay without them, but it would be nice to get them. The helmet printing is very nice, and he does have one other bit of controversy surrounding his pauldron. It is sort of flat, and it really should be curved more around his shoulders. I'll show what that looks like in a second, but next we'll go ahead and remove his helmet. That is what his face printing looks like, and once again, pretty accurate. I wish he had some sort of hairpiece. That is what the pauldron looks like from above. And looking at the front of the figure, you cannot really see the pauldron. It should really be curved over his shoulders. And it's a little disappointing that it's just so stiff. That is what the back of the figure looks like without the backpack and all the armor. And once again, with this, you have a 25th anniversary plaque, and that can go ahead and connect to our other anniversary figures with the brick piece there. Looks amazing on display. Going into our hallway itself, it is just kind of one little bit of the hallway. You have some sticker detailing here on the door and all 4 of these columns, which I think adds a nice bit of detail. The walls in the back are built up pretty nicely, and I love how it looks. I think it looks great. One of our 2 play features is right here on the floor. You'll notice there are 4 little spots with some slightly different flooring. If you take your Rebel Troopers as well as your Stormtroopers, you'll put one leg on the stud and put the other one kind of over the next one. And in the front of the hallway, you have 4 little actuators, and you can kind of use that to make it look like they're shooting each other, which I love. I think it's a funny little feature, and it looks great. Here is what the hallway looks like from the side, just straight down. I kind of wish it was closed up on the other side, but I think it looks great. Going here to the back, you have a pin and 2 little actuators going all the way down, and that is so that you can open the door, kind of have it explode open like in the movie. Here's what that looks like from the doorway itself. And they want you to kind of have a figure there like Darth Vader, and that's what it looks like with Vader behind the door. Included is a small clear cone piece to make it look like Darth Vader is actually choking Captain Antilles or force choking him to lift him up. Here's what the set looks like once again with all of your figures in place. Now, something they advise you to do in the manual, and a lot of people are talking about online, and you notice you have 2 black pins on the side, is they want you to combine it with another set. Now, they do want you to just kind of connect them, but it looks kind of weird if you have them mirrored. But if you build the entire set mirrored, which I have done, it kind of creates a much better scene. They can connect right in the middle. You do have to be kind of careful when building it. You have to take a lot more care because you're building the entire thing mirrored instead of just mirroring the set once it's built. You'll have an extra Darth Vader, Captain Antilles, and an ARC Trooper 5s, but I don't think there's anything wrong with getting extras of those guys. If we go ahead and now we just take all of our Rebel Troopers and Captain Antilles and our Stormtroopers, and we kind of position them more spaced apart, you're given much more of a complete look at a hallway for the Tantive 4, much more filled out. It does take up a bit more space because you have double the footprint of the set, and it is going to be a lot of money because the set is once again $55, but you would buy 2 of them. That is $110, so I would only do it if you are really dedicated to maybe, I don't know, A New Hope, or you're just dedicated to Star Wars if you're a big fan. I think it looks pretty great, all put together, filled out. It's a very nice display if you've got the room for it and the budget. Now going it once again into our final thoughts, we have the small hallway, 7 minifigures, and if you do buy the other set, you have a pretty complete hallway, but I don't think that this, in its small space, is very bad. And you get your exclusive ARC Trooper 5s, who I think, despite some of his flaws, is a very, very good looking figure. And the only issue I would have with the figures is just that the Rebels do not have any sort of leg printing, but I don't think you really need it. That's just something I forgot to mention earlier. But once again, I say once again a lot. I believe this is a great set. You have some very nice figures. You have some nice little play features with the door opening up and the little launchers for the figures on the bottom. I think that it's great for kids or for adults. If you're a big fan of A New Hope, I just recently rewatched the movie and I loved it. I loved the whole opening sequence. It's iconic. And with the very exclusive ARC Trooper 5's minifigure, he adds a great deal of value. For $55, you're getting a bunch of figures, some nice hallway, and some very nice figures. It all coincides to be a great set. And let me know what you guys think down below. I'm definitely a big fan of this set, and I'm excited to get something like this. I think it would be nice if we got more hallway sets, stuff like this, just to depict smaller scenes in Star Wars. So, what do you guys think about the set? Let me know down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for checking out Hunter's Lego Room.